Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael Belceric. If you don't know, I make YouTube videos about everything and anything about my life, and this video is a bake-off. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna have a bake-off. But first of all, we hope that everybody's being safe, doing well, and doing all the things that they need to do to stay on top of everything. You guys know what's going on. And with everything that's happening, we decided to have a bake-off. So the way it's gonna work is she chose a cookie, I chose a cookie. We're gonna bake them, and we're gonna have her sister, Kelly. She's gonna be our judge, and she's gonna have 3 things to grade or judge. She's
gonna judge us on 3 things.
Yeah.
I think we said like taste,
presentation,
and texture of the cookies. So my sister doesn't know who's making which cookie.
Yeah.
We're facing off in this baking challenge to see who will come out on top. My sister's a really good baker too, so I feel like she'll be a good judge. She'll be fair.
I had eaten 7.
You've eaten 7 of her.
Last time she baked cupcakes, I had like 6 or 7 of them in like one sitting.
They're really good.
They're really good. Anyways, that's how she's gonna judge them. We'll get to that part later on. But let them know what cookie you're gonna be baking.
I'm gonna be doing a Nutella chocolate chip cookie. I found it on YouTube. So.
She's going the extra mile. She's gonna try to do a little saucy sauce stuff, right? I'm going with simple but always a good cookie that is very versatile with any time of year, anything. The sugar cookie. So we both have our ingredients. We went to Bash's, scrambled up everything that was left, and we barely had enough to make these things. So yeah. She's gonna start hers first because she has to you'll see. So
I have like a couple more steps than he does. Did I ever tell you I'm not a big fan of sugar cookies? Like I'm not a giant fan of it. So I hope you're gonna impress me today.
You're not the judge.
Okay.
Let's go.
Alright guys, so the first step for my Nutella chocolate chip cookies is first I gotta make the inside, which is obviously Nutella. I didn't get this is the hazelnut spread. It's the knockoff version of Nutella. Because Nutella's expensive. It's like $8 for one. So I bought a cheaper one. It'll do. First this is gonna be the inside of the cookie. So what I have to do first is freeze some little balls of Nutella. So I'm just gonna take some out, and it's kind of a lot. And then just kind of put like it all on here, and then we're gonna freeze them. Just as a reminder, neither one of us has made these cookies. These are just recipes we found, and so we'll see how they turn out. I'm almost done putting all of these Nutella blobs on the parchment paper. And then after that, we're gonna freeze them. And then we're gonna work on making the actual cookie dough for the cookies. Another side note. I don't think anyone except me is expecting to win this. Because, believe it or not, I'm not the best cooker / baker / anything to do in the kitchen besides cleaning. I love cleaning. Michael's more of the baker / cooker / he does all of that. I help, but I don't think he believes that I can win this challenge. Here they go. They're all done. I just put a blob of each. It's not perfect, but it's gonna go inside the cookie, so that's fine. Hopefully fine. Space in here. And we'll just put that in there for an hour. Starting now. Okay, so now after we did that, we're gonna go ahead and take butter. The recipe calls for 1 cup. So this is kind of a lot, but we're going to brown it over medium to low heat. So I got the stove going. I'm gonna go ahead and put these guys in there. It says about 5 minutes and not to burn it. We'll see what happens. I think it'll be okay. We're just gonna throw these guys in there and then just brown it. All right, guys, so Michael tried helping me. I told him to stop helping me because it's a bake-off. I love him because he likes to help me with stuff, but this is a competition. And if I win, when I win, he's gonna be like, I helped you with this and I helped you with that. So I had to sit him down and tell him to stop helping me. Anyways, I am almost done browning the butter. You can come look at it and see how it looks. It's turning brown. I want to go a little bit longer. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to pour it into this bowl and let it sit to room temperature. And then once I do that, I'm going to start working on the rest of the dough. So I think I'm just about done with this. Yep, it's nice and brown. Come look at it. So there it is. Don't want to burn it though. So. Okay, I'm gonna pour it in here nice and slow. No splashing, no splashing. Okay, so now that we have that, the butter cooling, we're gonna go ahead and the recipe calls for 2 3/4 cups of flour. So put that in a bowl. And then it also asks for a teaspoon of baking powder. And we're gonna go ahead and take some of that into there. Okay. And then also a half a teaspoon of salt. And then add that to it as well. And then we're going to mix it all up, and then we're going to return back to our butter. To the butter, I added a cup of brown sugar, which we put it away. It's in here though. And then we added a half a cup of the white sugar. And now what we're going to do is we're going to mix those, and then we'll do something else after that. But right now, then we get an egg. Now we're gonna start making the dough. So we have to add eggs one at a time and then mix. So I'm gonna add this first egg in. And then once we add it, we're gonna go ahead and mix it.
What happened?
Okay. Oh no. Okay. I have a vanilla extract explosion. Oh no. Okay. So that wasn't supposed to happen. First of all, I thought this was like a little tiny, like, look how big this hole is. And I went to pour. Oh my gosh, it's way more extract than I needed. Oh no. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it, okay? We are going to start adding our flour. And it says to start gradually adding flour. Kind of like when you make dough. Anyways, you start mixing that up. Gradually adding the flour. And you get the consistency looking like dough. That looks good. I'm just gonna keep mixing it until all the flour, the dry ingredients are mixed in. And then we're gonna add the chocolates.
How many cups of flour?
2 3/4 cups of flour with salt and baking powder. I think it was actually baking soda. Baking powder. Next step to this masterpiece is we're gonna take a cup of everyone's favorite chocolate chip. And you're going to add that to there. And then we're going to do one final mix. Look at that. Made from scratch cookie dough. Okay, so now we're going to put it in the fridge to cool, or I guess refrigerate it and make it nice and cool to separate onto the baking sheets, or to cook, to bake.
All right, so Kristen just got done with hers, whipping the butter, spilling all that vanilla extract on there, so she sabotaged herself. Okay? Anyways, we're gonna do mine now. So we're gonna try to do mine in one take because I kind of know what to do and I kind of don't know what to do, but I know enough to get it all done in one take. So the first thing is you're gonna put some butter, unsalted butter at room temperature, 1 cup. Okay, the next thing that you're going to need is a cup of regular sugar, regular white sugar, something like that. Okay, so 1 cup. Next thing you got to do is you're going to beat it. Just beat it, beat it. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna do 2 takes because this is gonna take a little longer than what I expected, but that's okay. And I just don't want you guys to hear the whole time. Go. Now, we have that all whipped up. If you wanna go ahead and look at it real quick, we can see that it's really light and fluffy on there. It's a little too close. There you go, scoot back. You're gonna have to put 1 egg in. It has to be 1 cold egg, Jeanette.
Cold egg?
Yes, it's supposed to help it. I don't know. That's what the lady said on the YouTube channel.
Action.
All right, now we got the egg whipped in there. All we're gonna do is put some vanilla extract in there.
Extract.
She's just mad because she fooled herself when she did it. So, we're gonna go ahead and grab. Why you gotta get so close?
Because the lighting was really bad over there. It's better right here.
Go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and put 2 tablespoons. Go.
See, that's the thing about going first, is that you get to learn from someone's mistakes
2.
when you go second.
I would have still did the same thing. So we got this in there. All right. Next thing we need to do is whip this again a little bit, just a little bit. All right. So the next thing we need to do is get flour. It tells us that we need to use 3 1/4, or 3 1/4, not 1/4, or you could say that 3 1/4 cups of flour. So this is a 1/2 cup. So what that means is we're gonna use this math 6 1/2 of these things. Okay, go 1, 2, 3, 4,
All at once?
5, 6 1/2. Okay. Next thing we need to do is we're gonna go ahead and put a 1/2 teaspoon of the salt. Just spit. I'm just kidding. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt next. I'm using my hand. Don't worry, I washed my hand. I'm only using this because I can eyeball these things now. Done it enough times to understand what I need to do, okay?
You better watch out when I beat you. I believe in my sister. I believe she's gonna pick me. Kelly, please pick me, please.
Same thing, baking powder in there as well. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and whisk this again. And just so you guys know, we'll leave all the ingredients and all that kind of stuff down below for you guys to actually follow or do whatever we just did. Now, the way I'm doing it, all you bakers out there, don't at me. I just watched a video and this is how she did it. So that's what I'm going by, okay? We'll look at this after I get done mixing it, but that's everything. So we took some time. You can see that it's forming now. We couldn't use the mixer too much because it was just making it really like crumbly. So I got upset for like 5 minutes and I thought about it and I went to the good old doing it with my hands. So now we have a cookie dough here and we're gonna go ahead and chill it, because if you look over here, Kristen started hers. So we're gonna cook hers as mine chills, and as mine is chilling, after hers is done, we'll go ahead and switch and cook mine as well. So pretty excited. I'm super excited. I love cookies.
Now that I took everything out of the fridge and the freezer, now what I have to do is I'm hand making these, so you get kind of like a moderate amount here. I'm going to flatten it out in your hand, like so. And then I'm just grabbing these little frozen Nutella balls that I had. And then you're gonna plop that in there. It's kind of big. I should have made them a little bit smaller. Alright guys, so I just finished rolling up the balls of dough. They all have Nutella in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop them in the oven right now. So I preheated it to 360. They're gonna be in there for at least 10 minutes. It might be more. I'm gonna have to keep checking on it because these are pretty big and I expect them to be that big. They might be bigger than the recipe called for, so go ahead and put them in there. And I'm going to layer them just because of circulation and whatnot. In there. Great. 10 minutes starting now.
So the cookie dough has been sitting in the fridge for about 30 minutes. So it's nice and chill. So this is what it looks like. We're gonna go ahead and cut this in half. Or I'm gonna break it in half. We'll just say we'll break it in half. You can see. We're gonna go ahead and put this over here. I lightly put some on here.
Some what? Flour?
Flour, sorry. We're gonna flatten this out. We don't wanna do too much just yet. We'll get a little bit of flour on here too. Just so we can go ahead and roll this out. This is all I have. So this little weird looking guy is what we're gonna use. We're gonna go ahead and
I'm sorry, that's funny. Oh,
put some more flour in here. Do this. Come here. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Stop doing that.
And your last wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Alright. Alright, so you're gonna carefully pull this to the side. And just put this in one little batch. Because when the sun shines, we'll shine together. We'll always have forever. Something, 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 something. Alright, try here. Now, with this extra dough, cookie dough, what you want to do is, because it has flour in there and it probably have gluten after a while, is you're just gonna lightly pat it together. And you're gonna take the one over here that's already cold still. You're gonna put it right here. You're gonna put this ball back in the fridge, let it freeze. Because, or not freeze, but the refrigerator, so it can cool down. Because obviously the temperature of it has risen and we don't want it to get too warm or too hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this real quick. I'll catch up with you in a bit because we have to transfer these over. I need some of these pans. Alright, so we preheated it 350. There's already one in there. We're gonna put this one in there as well. Ow, you girl! Burnt myself. So now we wait 10 minutes. Alright guys, so we're here at Kristen's house and we're at the judge's house as well. So right in front of me is Kelly. She's going to be our judge for today. And as you guys saw, we made these two wonderful cookies right here. Chill. Now you guys know who made these cookies. She does not know who made these cookies. But real quick, Kelly's really wanting this, and myself.
Yeah, we haven't eaten yet.
We haven't eaten yet, so we're gonna spoil our appetite with these cookies first, all right? So Kelly, you had two cookies in front of you. You have a sugar cookie and a chocolate something cookie.
Okay.
Hazelnut cookie, right? Not hazelnut. What's it called again?
Nutella.
Nutella.
Okay.
Now Kelly, remember the three things that you are going to be judging on: texture, presentation, and taste.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Kelly.
So just eat.
It doesn't matter which one you start with.
Okay.
You can start with whichever one.
I like this one. It's like a man.
Okay.
It's like a little person.
A little
Forget
man.
it. I'll eat it.
Tell us what you taste, Kelly, as you're eating it, texture-wise, everything. And be critical on both cookies too. You can say good, but say you could have did this. This person should have done this.
That one's really crunchy. Like it's. I thought it was just gonna be a soft cookie, but it's really crunchy. I taste a lot of flour. I mean, it's not bad. It's just.
It has a lot of flour.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I taste a lot of vanilla too.
Does it taste good though?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I like it.
So you were expecting it to be soft, but it's crunchy.
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, that's
Anything
it.
else? No. All right. Go ahead.
Okay.
Next one. Wait, we gotta get you some water to cleanse your palate.
Palate.
So
Mhm.
Kelly, you have with that cookie in general. I would suggest breaking it in half and starting from
The middle.
the middle. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, cool. I thought it was just... Okay. Oh my god.
You can spit it out if you don't like it.
Dang, what the Chill.
Let me tell it. I only like that one. That one was chewy.
Okay, what's the deal on that one?
I don't know how to describe it. I like how the edge was crunchy, but the middle was really soft. That one just tasted like exactly like a chocolate chip cookie.
Alright. Sweet. Okay.
So, do you have any last words before you choose the winner?
Presentation wise, which one do you like more?
I like that one because it's
Okay.
a person.
Alright.
And then texture-wise,
I like this one more.
that one did have different textures. You say crunchy and soft on the inside.
Mhm.
Now, taste-wise, you said you liked them both, but which one did you? Overall, which one is the winner, Kelly?
This one.
Hold it up. The Nutella chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
It was my cookie! Woo! I won the challenge!
It was rigged.
It wasn't rigged.
All
It was
right,
very
guys.
good. Yum.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big Nutella person, but when we had one before this, it was really good though. I like what Kelly said though earlier. That was my same thing. Like it was crunchy on the outside, and as soon as you got on the inside, it was like really like a regular cookie and stuff. So it was. That's what I liked about it. I haven't even tried mine actually, so I'm gonna
No,
try
I'm
it.
not trying it either.
Dang. No wonder why I lost.
There might be softer ones in there.
You know what it reminds me of? I like it because I like these kind of cookies. Remember those butter cookies on Christmas in those little tin things? As I love those things, so that's why I like it. But overall, I lost. I'll take the loss as
It's so good. I'm eating it. It's good.
But yeah, that Nutella one was really good. Caught me by surprise. You know what made me mad though? Back up. Is this? We were literally sitting there, and she was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna even try." She was like looking up like 5 different recipes at the last minute, and I was like, "I'm gonna win," and then she does this. And she said she's not good at cooking or baking.
I'm not.
Lies. Lies.
This is really good. Okay, this is what she's talking about. So, the outsides are crunchy, but then once you bite into the Nutella, it's like just straight Nutella. I'd say, so look at how that breaks. I'd say that if you're gonna make this, you have to like Nutella. Or if you don't want as much Nutella, the beginning where I was putting the balls in the freezer, you just do smaller clumps of Nutella. That way it's not a big giant ball when you bite into it.
But yeah, guys, so we'll see you in the next one. Remember, wash your hands, do all that kind of stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep a lookout for all the other videos coming.
Sunlight that always stays, dinner by the waterway. It's that sweet.